Welcome to HD Coins World. Imagine holding a simple 1-cent coin in your hand that could be worth more than your wildest dreams. Sounds impossible? It's not. Today, we're diving into the world of ultra-rare wheat pennies, including one that sold for over $1 million. These aren't just coins, they're life changers. There are people who became millionaires overnight, all because they spotted something unusual in their pocket change, something most others missed. All it takes is the right knowledge. So if you want to know how to spot a penny worth a fortune, don't skip a second of this video. Seriously, watch to the very end. Let's uncover the secrets of the most valuable penny ever made, the 1944 wheat penny, and the even rarer 1944 steel penny that shocked the coin world. First, here are the telltale signs of a rare wheat penny. Look for the date. You're searching for 1944, with either a D or S mint mark. These can indicate ultra-rare errors. Inspect the design. Check Lincoln's profile and the wheat ears on the reverse. Clarity and sharpness matter. Check the rim. A fully raised, undamaged rim is a strong sign of a high-quality strike. Now let's talk about key features to look for. Some of the rarest 1944 pennies were accidentally struck on steel planchets from 1943. This includes the 1944 steel wheat penny, one of the most mysterious and valuable errors ever created. Look for off-metal strikes, double dies, and full red luster. These features skyrocket a coin's value. Collectors are especially drawn to coins that show strong mint marks, bold details, and unusual coloration. Understanding wheat penny grading is crucial. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Common wear patterns on Lincoln's cheek, jaw, and coat can help you identify your coin's condition. A higher grade means a much higher price. Even a small jump from MS64 to MS65 can be worth thousands. But where do you find coins like these? Finding and selling your wheat pennies. Search through old jars, estate sales, and inherited collections. You never know where a hidden treasure might turn up. Always get rare coins professionally appraised by PCGS or NGC to confirm authenticity. When selling, choose major auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These are where record-breaking sales happen. So how much can these coins really be worth? Let's start with the 1944 wheat penny, one of the most legendary finds. In stunning condition, this rare variety has sold for $60,400, and in an even better grade, another example brought a jaw-dropping $142,000. But that's not the biggest surprise. The Holy Grail? The 1944 steel wheat penny. Only 2 or 3 are known to exist. One sold for an estimated $500,000, while experts believe a top-condition example could easily cross the $1 million mark in a future auction. That's right. A 1-cent coin worth more than $1 million. Thanks a lot for watching HD Coins World. Drop a comment if you've ever come across an unusual wheat penny, or if you're going treasure hunting after this video. Who knows, you might just be the next person to uncover $1 million penny. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep checking your change, because every coin has the power to change your life. Number 2, today, we're going deep into the story of an often overlooked treasure, the 1953 wheat penny. At first glance, it might look like any other old cent from your pocket change. But did you know that some of these coins have sold for prices that could pay off massive debts or fund your dream future? Yes, you heard that right. One simple penny from 1953 can be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this video is packed with valuable information. We're going to explore what makes the 1953 wheat penny so special, how to identify the ultra-rare varieties, and how you could be sitting on a hidden treasure without even knowing it. So watch closely, don't miss a second, because that one detail you learned today could make all the difference. Let's begin by looking at the telltale signs of a rare wheat penny. Start by examining the date. The 1953 penny came from 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Each of these has unique characteristics, and certain errors are known to come from specific mints. Pay close attention to the shape, spacing, and any doubling of the date or mint mark. It could indicate a rare variety. Next, inspect the design. On the obverse, Lincoln's portrait should be well centered and sharp. On the reverse, the wheat ears should show fine lines and texture. Any extra markings, die cracks, or doubling could significantly increase the value. Then, check the rim. A strong, fully raised rim without wear or flattening is often a sign of a coin that has seen little circulation and may be of higher grade. Now let's talk about key features to look for. The 1953 wheat penny is known for several rare error types and collectible features. One key feature is doubled dies. In some examples, the date, lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust, or even the wheat stalks appear doubled due to a minting mistake. These doubled dies are highly prized by collectors and can fetch a premium. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design is not properly aligned on the planchet. The more dramatic the error while still showing the full date, the more desirable the coin. You'll also want to keep an eye out for die breaks, repunched mint marks, RPMs, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. Rare, but very valuable. To understand why these features matter, you need to know a bit about wheat penny grading. The value of a coin often depends less on its age and more on its condition. That's where the grading scale comes in, from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Coins with heavy circulation wear, where Lincoln's hair, cheek, or coat are flattened, are at the lower end of the scale. But coins that have sharp details, full luster, and no wear can be worth a huge amount. Even small differences in grade can make a big difference. For example, a 1953 penny graded MS65 might be worth several $100s, while the same coin in MS67 can be worth several thousand. Let's talk about finding and selling your wheat pennies. Where can you find these hidden gems? Start with your own coin jar, old piggy banks, or rolls of coins from the bank. You'd be surprised how many people find rare wheat pennies mixed in with modern cents. You can also hunt at garage sales, estate auctions, flea markets, or antique stores. Sometimes people sell entire collections without realizing what's inside. Once you've found a promising coin, get it appraised. Use trusted services like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. These services give your coin official status, which builds confidence among buyers. When you're ready to sell, explore your options. You can try eBay or other online marketplaces, but for the highest prices, consider selling through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These platforms attract serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin. And now, the part you've been waiting for. Just how valuable can a 1953 wheat penny be? One example with a stunning, clean strike and rich red color sold for an incredible $14,100. And in truly excellent condition, an ultra-rare variety reached a price of $100,000. That's right, a simple penny, 1 cent, with the right features, sold for $100,000. Coin collectors love these pieces not just for their age, but for their rarity, condition, and story. The design, the luster, the sharp detail, it all matters. Thanks a lot for watching HD Coins World. If you've got a 1953 penny, now is the time to take a second look. Share your findings or questions in the comments. We love hearing from fellow treasure hunters. And remember, that one old coin in your pocket could be the key to something incredible. Keep collecting, keep learning, and keep checking your change. Your fortune might be just 1 penny away. Number 3. Imagine stumbling across an old penny in your change jar, only to find out it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But for some lucky people, this exact story came true, all thanks to one special coin, the 1945 wheat penny. With the right knowledge, these everyday coins have turned ordinary folks into overnight millionaires. All it takes is knowing what to look for. Today, we're going to uncover the secrets of the 1945 ultra-rare wheat penny, a coin that's not only rich in history, but also in value. One variety has sold for nearly $500,000 at auction. If you think rare coins are only for museums or rich collectors, think again. You could have one in your hands right now, so don't miss a second of this video. Watch all the way through, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to spot one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever made. Let's get started. Let's begin with the telltale signs of a rare wheat penny. First, look for the date. The 1945 penny was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. While millions were produced, a tiny handful of errors and rare varieties slipped through the cracks, and that's where the treasure lies. Study the date for any doubling or unusual spacing, which could indicate a doubled die or other rare minting error. Next, inspect the design. Lincoln's portrait should be crisp and detailed. Look closely at his jawline, coat, and the lettering, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. If anything appears doubled, stretched, or misaligned, you might be looking at a high-value error. Also, check the rim. A strong, full rim with no flat spots or damage means the coin has retained its original strike. This could be a sign of a coin in superior condition, a big deal when it comes to value. Now, let's talk about the key features to look for. The 1945 wheat penny is known to have rare error varieties such as double die obverse, where the date or letters show clear doubling, off-center strikes, where the coin design is misaligned, sometimes dramatically, repunched mint marks, RPMs, especially with the D and S mint marks, where a second impression of the mint mark was accidentally punched. Each of these errors can make a massive difference in value. Combine that with high grade and natural red luster, and you've got a coin that collectors go crazy for. To understand how condition affects value, you need to know about wheat penny grading. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. In circulated coins, you'll often see wear on Lincoln's hair, cheekbone, and coat. The wheat ears on the reverse will look flat or smooth, but in high grades, especially those with a bright red tone and no scratches, these coins command huge premiums. Just a couple of grade points can mean thousands of dollars in difference. So how do you find one of these hidden gems? Start by looking right where you are. Check old coin jars, penny rolls from the bank, inherited collections, or estate sales. You never know what might turn up. Once you find a promising coin, the next step is getting it appraised. Use trusted coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and grade the coin. Their certification can multiply the value and make it easier to sell. When it's time to sell, you have options. For lower value finds, online platforms like eBay can work. But if you discover a rare variety or high-grade example, take it to professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. That's where the biggest collectors come to buy, and where record prices are made. Now let's talk numbers. One of the most stunning examples of the 1945 wheat penny, with rare features and beautiful condition, sold for $20,000. But that's not even the highest sale. Another ultra-rare 1945 variety in exceptional condition stunned the coin world when it sold for an incredible $114,000 at auction. Why do collectors pay so much? Because of the story, the rarity, the shine, the originality, and the thrill of owning a piece of American history. These aren't just coins, they're treasures. Number 4. Can a simple penny really change your life? For many collectors and treasure hunters, the answer is yes. And today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1949 wheat penny, a small coin with the potential for big value. With the right knowledge, everyday people have uncovered hidden gems worth thousands, just sitting in old jars or handed out as change. This isn't just about coins, it's about financial opportunities hiding in plain sight. So grab your coin jar, get ready to learn, and whatever you do, don't skip this video. Watch all the way through so you don't miss the valuable clues that could lead you to a rare 1949 wheat penny worth real money. Let's get started. First, let's go over the telltale signs of a rare wheat penny. Look for the date. You want 1949, plain, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But don't stop there. Examine the numbers closely. If you spot any doubling, strange gaps, or unusual shapes, you may have an error coin. Next, inspect the design. On the front, Lincoln's face and coat should have clear details. On the back, the wheat stalk should show fine lines, not worn-down bumps. Then, check the rim. A well-defined, raised rim with no heavy wear is a sign that your coin is in strong condition, which can boost its value significantly. Now, here are the key features to look for. Some of the rarest 1949 wheat pennies feature mint errors like double die obverse, DDO doubling in the date, or lettering is a huge sign of value, repunched mint marks, RPM especially with D and S coins, If the mint mark was punched twice, it creates a collectible variety, off-center strikes. If the coin wasn't perfectly aligned during minting, that off-center error can be extremely valuable. Die cracks or cuds, small raised lines or bumps caused by worn-out dies. Unique and desirable to many collectors. Next, let's talk about wheat penny grading. Because condition is king in coin collecting, the official scale goes from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Most coins found in circulation fall between good and fine, showing signs of wear, especially on Lincoln's cheekbone and the wheat ears. But if you find a coin with sharp details, original red color, and no scratches, you're looking at a mint state coin, which could be worth thousands more than a worn example. Even moving from MS63 to MS66 can make a dramatic difference in value. That's why grading matters so much. Now, where do you find these valuable coins? Start with what you have. Search through old penny jars, coin albums, and rolls from the bank. Ask older family members. Grandparents often have coin collections tucked away. Visit estate sales, yard sales, or flea markets. You'd be surprised how many hidden gems are still out there. When you find a promising penny, get it appraised by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade boosts value and makes selling safer and easier. As for selling options, you can list common finds on eBay or coin collector groups. But if you have something special, like a rare error or high-grade 1949 cent, go through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. That's where serious collectors compete, and where serious money is made. So, how much can a 1949 wheat penny be worth? One variety with a repunched mint mark and strong red luster sold for an impressive $12,000. But the biggest surprise came from a high-grade 1949 penny in exceptional condition, which brought in a jaw-dropping $68,000 at auction. Why so much? Collectors are drawn to the natural red color, sharp details, and rare minting varieties. The story behind the coin, the survival rate, and its eye appeal all come together to create something truly special. Number 5. What if I told you that a single penny from 1941, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? You might never look at pocket change the same way again. Today we're talking about the ultra-rare and highly valuable 1941 wheat penny, a coin that has stunned collectors and turned everyday people into savvy, lucky finders of true treasure. This video isn't just about coins, it's about opportunity. So if you've ever wondered if that old penny in your drawer could be something more, stick around. Don't skip a second, because what you're about to learn could change the way you see every copper coin from now on. Let's dive in. The 1941 wheat penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small d below the date. While over 128 million were produced that year, only a handful have survived in top condition, or with rare and exciting errors that drive collectors wild. And those are the ones worth serious money. Now, let's go over what makes the 1941 special. What are the key features to look for in this coin? Start with the date and mint mark. Focus your attention on any doubling in the numbers or the D itself. A repunched mint mark, where the D was stamped more than once, can make a huge difference in value. If it looks bold or blurry under magnification, you might be looking at a valuable variety. Then, examine the design details. The front of the coin shows Abraham Lincoln. His face, beard, and jacket should all have visible detail. The reverse side features 2 wheat stalks with 1 cent and United States of America in between. The more definition you can see in these designs, the better the condition, and the higher the potential value. Don't forget to check the rim. It should be fully formed and not heavily worn down. A clear, sharp rim means your coin has likely been well preserved, which is exactly what collectors want. Now, condition is everything. Let's talk about grading. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. The value of a 1941 penny jumps drastically based on this scale. Even a coin in fine or very fine condition is collectible. But if you happen to find a mint state red coin, with original luster and minimal marks, you've got something truly special. Red coins, meaning they still have their original copper glow, are among the most sought after. Collectors go crazy for 1941D pennies that have kept that shine for over 80 years. If you think you've found a winner, get your coin professionally appraised and graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. These companies not only verify authenticity, but also help set an accurate market value. This matters most when you're ready to sell, and yes, there's real demand. You can find 1941D wheat pennies in old collections, inherited coin albums, or even rolls from the bank if you're lucky. Estate sales and flea markets are also hot spots. Don't underestimate the power of a forgotten coin box. Now let's talk numbers. The part you've been waiting for. One exceptional 1941D penny with a repunched mint mark and sharp details sold for $17,625. That's a powerful reward for one small copper coin. But here's the jaw-dropping part. An ultra-rare example of this coin, in excellent, uncirculated condition with rich color and nearly perfect surfaces, once sold for an incredible $120,000 at auction. Why do collectors love these coins so much? It's the combination of history, rarity, condition, and beauty. The 1941D tells a story of wartime America, minted just before the U.S. entered World War II. It's a symbol of another era, and when preserved perfectly, it's not just a penny, it's a time capsule. Thanks a lot for watching HD Coins World. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into rare and valuable US coins. Drop a comment if you've got a 1941D, or if you're planning to search for one now. You never know, the next rare treasure could be hiding in your pocket right now.